Hard JavaScript interview questions. I asked you goblins if you want to see more of these, and of course you wanna, so I had to look on the darkest parts of the internet to see if I can find very hard riddles, and I found one. I don't know how hard it is. I would maybe rank it like medium, so to say, but it doesn't matter. I made some changes to it to make it more appealing to you. And so here we go. What we have here is the classic pp function, which accepts an argument called level medium. And I'm not going to explain further. So your task is to return true in this function. You need to pass an argument level to this function to return true. That's all you have to do. So pause the video right now, take a look at it, and try to solve it. 3, 2, 1, your head, your time. Write in the comment section below what your answer is. And also subscribe. Why aren't you subscribed? Subscribe right now. And now, let's go and find a solution. So what's this? So we pass on, where's the pen? So we pass on a level. Then, we have these constant levels right here, which has 3 properties. This is an object here. It says soft, medium, and hard. And the soft is 0.01, the medium is 0.1, and hard is 1. Who would have figured? Then we make a random number here, and then there's this one, this line, and what this does is if the argument we passed in, the level, is a falsy value, see this check, then we set the level to medium. Otherwise, we just use the level. And what's a falsy value? You already know that. It's an empty string, undefined, and null, and 0. I think I didn't left out any. Look it up, I don't know, maybe I left out one. I don't care. So, then we go even further. And this is where it's getting interesting. So, we check if the random number is smaller than level's level property, you know. So this is going to refer to one of these properties right here. If it's smaller, or if it's bigger, or if it equals, then we return false. Otherwise, we return true. So we want to get here. So this means that this whole thing has to be false. See, here comes the problem. Because if either of these criteria, of these 3, is true, then we are going to return false. And that means that if it's smaller, if it's bigger, or if it equals, it's false. But hey, how is it possible to find something that doesn't satisfy any of these criteria? You know, if something is not smaller and not bigger, then it's probably is equal. Well, here comes your knowledge to resolve this. So we need to find a value which returns false for every single criteria right here. And what's that value? You might be asking, what's that? That's right, that's NaN, not a number. So this has to return not a number. How? How do we do that? Well, that's what we need to figure out. Right now we only need to solve this. So if you take a look at this levels object, okay, so we can pass soft, medium, hard. And none of them is not a NaN, so what do we do? Maybe we could try undefined, maybe. I can't really do that, but let's say we could. Well, here's a problem. See, here, the level is reset to medium if I pass in maybe undefined or null. So that's, or any nullish value. That's just not gonna help. So what else can we do? Well, we need to dig a little bit deeper. And by deeper, I mean, don't forget that this is an object right here. And as an object, it automatically inherits some properties. And what are those? Let's whip out the console and see. So here we have an object. There you go. And let me just check out what the prototype has. Look at all of these. Could we, in theory, maybe use the constructor? Why don't we try? Why don't we try? Let me take this function, copy it here. Now we have it. And now, let's say, instead of this, I'll say constructor. Oh, We have a solution. It's true. But why? Why is it true? Why? What's happening? See, there's one thing, you solved it, and the other thing is now you need to understand what's happening. And as we are on the topic, what do you think? What else could work? What else could work? Well, we could try maybe toString, right? Let's try toString. Here we go. Oh, it also works. So this is getting very interesting. So let's try to move step by step to figure out what exactly is happening. So when I pass in a constructor, or maybe let's go with toString, then it's gonna find the toString method in this object. And so this is going to be here toString. There. Well, how could I write? Okay, so here, this way. Okay. We are checking if it's smaller, bigger, or equals. And what do we have on this side? What's random? Random is a number. So therefore, JavaScript is trying to create a number coercion, trying to coerce something to a number. But what's this? What's the constructor, or what's the toString? Well, it's a function. And what is a function? Well, a function is actually an object, just like anything else. So how can that be converted to a number? Well, JavaScript is going to use the toString method and then convert it to a number. Let me show you. So let me just make an object. There we go. And we are referring to the toString, right? There. What's the string? This. And how can I convert it to a string? Like that. See? This is what's going to be returned. But this is a string, and we are doing a numeric comparison, so we need to convert it to a number. How do I convert this to a number? Very simple. I do plus this, and that's right. That's NaN, and that's what's going on behind the scenes. This is how we get not a number. So maybe, in this case, the solution isn't that complicated, because eventually you'll figure it out. But to understand what's going on, that might be a little bit troublesome. So we could, in theory, and I haven't tried this, try almost any of these methods or any of these properties, as long as the definition of them, see, these are all functions, so the definition of these are not empty, these aren't empty. So in theory, anything I put in here should be NaN and should work. So in theory, if I'm correct, okay, that's okay. I don't have the PP, so let me just do this. It's true. Well, was this hard? The solution may have been easy, but to understand what's going on, that's a little bit harder. So there you go. This is what it's all about. This is what you wanted. This is what you get. Now it's your time to like the video and subscribe. Like and subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Goodbye.